Right, guys, welcome. We're gonna get straight into it because it's only gonna be a short qualifying today. This is season 12, round 12, around the Paul Ricard circuit of the IRC Racing League. So today, as I said, we're gonna have a one-shot qualifying, a sprint race, and a 50% afterwards here on this track. The circuit has been holding their Grand Prix since 1971. The total of laps they're gonna do today, well, in the main race, is gonna be 27 laps. Circuit length 5.8 kilometers, and the rest is not really relevant as we have to get straight into qualifying. And the drivers are still getting their setup up. So we're going to talk a little bit more about the overtaking opportunities, which will happen in turn 1, turn 8, and turn 11. As you can see on screen, they're marked with the eyeglasses. I think it's called eyeglasses. I need to Google that. Most Grand Prix ever held, well, won on this track was by Michael Schumacher, and he won 8 in total. So this is going to be the Paul Ricard Grand Prix, or also called the France Grand Prix, because obviously it is in France. As we're having, who are we going to follow? Maybe we can follow Bilton Matt. He is quite fast recently. It is a bit up and downwards. Because I mean it's a one-shot qualifying, and it just shows everyone's pace during that lap, and you can see that clearly on the screen as some drivers are getting up and down on the standings. So I'm gonna get the sound a little bit up, as it seems like Bilton Matt has lost his car. So we're gonna have a look at the tops here. Thames Shadow, who is on quite a fast lap, as we can see. It's gonna be a sprint race today. It's always bringing a little bit more excitement than a long qualifying, because I mean, long qualifying is a little bit boring, as you can tell sometimes. Because in Q1 nothing really happens, because usually the drivers are not with 15 people. It seems like they're with 15 today, so it would have been a little bit better for a long qualifying. They just decided to do a one-shot qualifying to make sure they have enough time for that sprint race. Stem Shadow almost invalidated his lap there, but he didn't really, fortunately. So yeah, they're gonna come across the line, and it's gonna be Tem Shadow in P1, GFO Metaxakis in P2, Portal Farm in P3, and Samilaras in P4. And I mean, it's been 2 weeks since these guys have been driving, so I'm not sure if they have practiced a lot, but it does seem like a couple of guys did put in some practice, except, well, especially Thames, because he's looking very strong in the Drivers' Championship. He's in third right now with 149 points, and he's only trailing by 19 points. So if he gets 19 points on Samilaras today, he is gonna have a great shot at the Drivers' Championship. And I mean, he's got MUFC Timmy in front of them, and I don't think he has done a great performance here in this qualifying. He has started 7th, and I mean, that's in the middle of the pack, and I think that could cause some troubles, because obviously a sprint race is always full of excitement, and all these drivers want to get off the line as soon as possible, but some things might happen in turn 1, as it is quite a dangerous turn to have an incidence in at the beginning of a race. And I do expect there's going to be some incidents this race and in the official race too. So yeah, I mean, France, I quite like it. You know, you see tracks like Japan and Australia where there's almost no overtaking opportunities, and then you got France, and France really has some overtaking opportunities. As I said, turn 1, turn 8, and turn 11, but there are multiple more including turn 10, maybe turn 9, as you will have a good exit. You will be able to overtake them on the straight there in sector 3. Then the start finish straight is also a good one to make an overtake before turn 1 is there. And then maybe in sector 2 it's quite difficult in the beginning of there. Turn 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe turn 6 is a possible overtaking opportunity, but after turn 6 it's gonna be difficult. Maybe on the long straight there, because there is a very long straight in sector 2, as you can see on the map at the right bottom. It says 2, so that straight is quite a good one to make an overtake in, especially when you have DRS. Not sure if that's really happening with a sprint race. I do think you have DRS, but not for many laps, as there are already 2 drivers disqualified, as they had a little incident during the race start there. So yeah, that's something quite interesting to see, because I mean, if you already get a disqualification in a warm-up lap, what is that gonna give during the race start? Definitely a couple of people are gonna drive against each other, and yeah, I mean, not very much teams are looking strong. It's always one driver that's well, one driver of the team that's in front. So you see Temp Shadow is the Haas driver and his teammate is in 8th. And I usually say your teammate is your biggest enemy, but it doesn't look like that today, because Temp Shadow definitely shouldn't be afraid of Double Cream Cat. So is Metaxakis, who doesn't even have he has a teammate. It's Steve Penny, but he's down in 9th. Then we've got Portal Farm with his teammate Reezy. He's already 13th. And then we got Sami Laras with Built and Matt, who crashed during the race, so that's unfortunate. So yeah, it doesn't look very good for all the teams constructors wise, because I mean, everyone is split up and it's not really great for team playings either. It doesn't seem like anyone is going flat out. It's quite a dangerous thing to do in a warm-up session, as they're gonna get lined up on the grid right now. Temp Shadow warming up his tires, so that's great to see, because I mean, we don't want any cold tires, you know, during the start. Oh yeah, and by the way, we have the McLaren team having the future mode livery, so they have a little bit of purple in their car, and I think it's quite a cool thing, you know. I would love to see more teams having this kind of adjustments to their liveries, because it's always the same and it doesn't really make it special. So yeah, right now we're gonna have 5 lights out, and away we go, and we already seeing a drive-through penalty from Built and Matt. So he is in 12th, but he does have a drive-through, as it seems like Metaxaki's already made a move on Temp Shadow. There are some overtakings happening. It is gonna be Mystery in P3, and Sami Laras has lost a couple of positions. He is having a battle right now with Physical, and it seems to hold up the position. It's going to be Portal Farm losing a couple of positions. He's got the Alfa Romeo on his inside there. A little bit of wheel bending, but he manages to get that P6. He doesn't actually. I think he's lost his car there, as he's right behind the AlphaTauri at the moment. Let's have a look what's going to happen here. We're also seeing Physical. But let's get to Portal Farm. Is he going to make the move on the inside? He isn't going to do that. He's going to keep it clean on track. There's still 12 laps to go. So yeah, that's going to be something to look out for. GFO with Sami Laras right now. Got overtaken by, I think it was Mystery, into the first sector, as he's going to try and make a move on the inside. He loses a little bit of traction as he's carrying too much speed on this corner, and he has to back out of the move. So let's get to the back of the grid here with Built and Matt right behind an Alpine driver. It is Roscoe, as he doesn't seem to have much traction here. He's going quite wide into every corner, so that's not really great to see, as GFO Sami Laras is going to set himself up to make the move. Bilton Matt right now is coming into the pits, probably for a new front wing. No, actually he has to get that drive-through penalty removed. So let's have a look. GFO Tsamilaras right now. Is he gonna make a move? He has better traction through that corner, and Metaxakis, I think he's lost his car, and that's a very unfortunate case. Tsamilaras made the move work. He is still having a battle with Mystery. My apologies for missing that, but we were looking at Metaxakis as he got off track, and he's lost 11 positions, so that's not too good to see, but it's giving some great sparks during the actual race, and we are seeing Physical making the move on Mystery, which is quite great to see, as we're going to get into sector 3 in a few seconds, as these three are still having a battle for P2, and it seems like Tem Shadow has gone off. He is 1.6 seconds in front of P2 already, and we won't see him for today anymore. We're gonna see him during the actual race, but I think it's been enough for the sprint race for him. He's already gone, and he's gonna get that P1 position on the starting grid of the actual race. And it seems like someone has lost their car in sector 2, and I think that must have been, I think it was Reezy, because he's got Bilton Matt right behind him. Is the Ferrari driver gonna make the move on the Red Bull? I think he is. I think he has the DRS, hasn't he? After the next lap, and he has a good traction coming out of that corner, but it seems like the Red Bull really has the straight line speed setup, and Mystery is not really lucky with his setup at the moment, because he's not able to overtake the Red Bull. And as we saw on that first straight, not the start finish one, but the one after, we saw that the Red Bull was really flying off previous lap, as he was getting past Mystery quite easily. And now we might see a little overtake from Physical on the Mercedes on the long straight. Let's have a look. The same way as he overtook Mystery, because he has so much straight line speed. As you can see, he's coming so much closer to Tsamilaras. He is making up 2/10 on that straight, maybe even 3/10. It's not going to be enough. If he has a great exit out of this corner, he might be able to make an overtake on Tsamilaras, and I think he had a good exit, but he touched the curb there on the inside, which cost him a little bit of damage. So now Metaxakis has made the move done on Roscoe, and I think something happened with Roscoe because he's quite far back. Let's have a look at Physical. He's too far back. It's not going to happen. They do have DRS after this lap, so that's going to be a possible overtaking opportunity for Physical. Bilton Matt is making a move on Reezy, but we are more interested in what's happening here, because they have DRS, and Tsamilaras is going to take the outside line to make sure he has a great exit coming out of this corner, and then a little bit of an advantage on the main straight, as he is finding himself in front of Physical still with that DRS. Portal Farm just made the move on AZ Dog, and it seems like it paid off, as it is going to be AZ Dog back in P7, Portal Farm in P6. Yeah, we can see that a couple of drivers are still taking a wide line into some of the corners, because that gives you great advantage on the main straight, as it seems like there is a little bit of a DRS train here in sector 2, with 4 drivers who are having DRS thanks to Tsamilaras. No, 3 drivers are having DRS, but I mean, it's 4 drivers in the train, as AZ Dog has made the move done on Portal Farm, and Portal Farm is going to try and get back to it. So let's have a look who's going to come out on top, who's going to brake earlier. I think it's going to be no one, because they're still going side by side into turn 10, maybe into turn 11. As I said, it was a great overtaking opportunity, and Portal Farm is still going side by side with AZ Dog, leaving a lot of space, and this is some great sportsmanship from the drivers. And is it going to be enough? Ooh, Portal Farm has lost his car, and that's very unfortunate for the Aston Martin driver, as I made some monkey sounds right there. That was not really appropriate, but it is always exciting here in the IRC Racing League. Let's have a look Who's going to get overtaken right now? Is it going to be the Ferrari driver, because he's got MUFC Timmy right behind him, and I think it's for next lap. Maybe he's going to make the move here. Is it going to be enough? He has good traction, but is he going to make the move on the inside? He actually is going to stick his nose down the inside, and he just made the move done. Let's have a look. If he's got the Ferrari right behind him, he actually does. So that means that he has made the overtake work. And now it's going to be physical on the Mercedes driver, and he's going to weave a little bit. And he's going to stay on the inside, the Mercedes driver, of course. Red Bull driver is going to try and keep it right behind him, because that means that he has the slipstream. That's always great to see. GFO Metaxakis right now trying to make the move on AZ Dog. It's not going to happen. AZ Dog doesn't have a great exit coming out of this corner, but so doesn't Metaxakis. And that means there isn't really going to make an overtake happen. Where, I mean, there isn't going to be an overtaking happening. I'm not sure if that's the right vocabulary, but yeah. Right now, these two still battling for P6, as it is going to be AZ Dog staying strong in P6 at the moment, trying to defend the best out of his car for Metaxakis, as I think all the drivers are on medium tires, as that's going to be the best solution for everyone, because they are longer lasting than the soft tires. And they're gonna... Ooh, Sami Laras is coming into the pits. Not sure, he was on soft tires and he thought there was gonna be a safety car, but it doesn't seem like there was gonna be one. So he is gonna lose a couple of positions to double Cream Cat, Roscoe and Portal Farm. And now it's gonna be Metaxakis making the move on AZ Dog. Let's have a look if AZ Dog is gonna come back on that. We absolutely want to see this happening. Is he gonna make it down the inside? He actually is gonna let go the move, as it is gonna be Metaxakis right now in P5 actually, because he got the position for free from Sami Laras, as it seems like AZ Dog is struggling a little bit with his car. Does he have the DRS? He does have the DRS. He has 8 tenths off, and he's gonna get 2 or 3 tenths from this DRS, as it seems like Metaxakis doesn't really have the straight line speed setup. AZ Dog doesn't either, because he's not catching too much with that DRS. And let's have a look what's gonna happen here. He doesn't have the DRS anymore for the start finish straight. It's gonna be risky. 9 tenths, 1 second, somewhere between there, and then he has to push the limits to get that DRS here in sector 3. Let's have a look if anyone else is really close. It's gonna be Reezy 4 tenths behind GFO, the McLaren driver, as it seems like he doesn't have DRS, and I think that's not really the case, because you don't have DRS in that straight, and it's gonna be physical coming into the pits for soft tires, I think. And I didn't know it was you have to pit in a sprint race, but it might be that this is a 25% race, and then of course you do need to make a pit stop. So Mystery right now 5 tenths behind MUFC Timmy, so that means that MUFC Timmy has made the move done. And now it's gonna be the question, is Mystery gonna get that position back, as he is in P3 right now. But we do have to keep in mind that Sami Laras already made the pit stop, so he might have a little bit of an advantage on these two drivers. And Dam Shadow is already 7 seconds in front of everyone. I mean, he is just too fast these days. No worries, Kaido. It's been a pleasure. Right now, it's gonna be Mystery right behind MUFC Timmy. He doesn't have the DRS, he does have the ERS, and maybe he's gonna save that ERS for the main straight, the start-finish straight, as he's gonna have a little bit more pace to make the move on the inside of turn 1. Ooh, there was a risky brake check from MUFC Timmy that could have ended badly, as it is going to be Mystery still in P3. And it does seem like MUFC Timmy doesn't have much ERS anymore, because you see that light burning on the back of this car. Well, it's not really burning, it's pinking? I'm not sure. It says pinking in Dutch, so... Metaxakis has come into the pits, and now it's going to be Mystery 3 tenths behind MUFC Timmy. AZ Dog has made the position, I mean, quite obvious. It's a pit entry. overtake. So yeah, Mystery right now, right behind MUFC Timmy. And it seems like these guys are still gonna have some big battles going on because they're staying so close to each other. And after this race, we're still having a 50% race. There's yellow flag in sector 1, sector 3 actually, and that was gonna be the Aston Martin driver Risi, as he is not having a great race here. Bilton Matt has lost his car in sector 1, I think the exit after turn 2. As Mystery doesn't really seem to have a great setup on the main straight, and especially here in France, because you got so much long straights. It's really important to have that setup on the long straights, on the straights, and it doesn't seem like Mystery has been very lucky. He's making up some time in the corners, but you can't really make an overtake in the corners here on this track because you have to carry much speed throughout the corner. And I mean, yeah, it's really discussable what type of pit stop. No, what? It's because Time Shadow came into the pits. It's really discussable what type of setup you have to pick on this track, because you can make moves on the inside or on the outside into corners, but the long straights are really important too. And if you have much speed throughout the straights, they're not able to catch you at the inside or at the outside, because you will have the speed on the main straight. And it's gonna be Mystery sitting out a few laps before he's gonna get into the pits. He's trying to delay his pit stop to make sure that there's gonna be no safety car. And for example, if there's gonna be a safety car at the last lap, well, the last lap possible, of course, he's gonna get a big advantage on these other guys, because I mean, you win so much time by pitting under a safety car. And right now, Temp Shadow, Sami Laros has come back to P3, as we still need to see Mystery making the pit stop. And it doesn't seem like anyone is very close to each other. That's mainly because of the pit stops. We haven't seen Hawk perform too much recently. He is in P13 right now with 5 seconds down on Steve Penny, well, behind Steve Penny. And there is a safety car, I think. There is a yellow flag. So if Mystery is going to be smart, he's going to be pitting now, because there is a virtual safety car, and that means all the drivers need to slow down. So yeah, Mystery is indeed going to come into the pits, and now it's going to be the question, where is he going to end up? Is it going to be in P3? Is it going to be in P2? I think it's going to be around P4, P5, as I think Physical will definitely overtake him. So then it's going to be the question, is he going to get in front of MUFC Timmy or behind him? And all the drivers need to slow down quite heavily. And I think this is a very ideal situation for Mystery, as he's getting overtaken by Temp Shadow already. The Mercedes driver is also going to make the move. And then it's going to be Physical coming into the pits. Quite an interesting strategy, as it is going to be Mystery right in front of MUFC Timmy. So he made the undercut work. No, the overcut, my apologies. He's made the overcut work. And that's always great to see. Some strategy plays here, as MUFC Timmy already made the move on the inside there. As we want to see if Mystery is going to get it back, because Timmy has been 2 laps on these tires already. And the tires of Mystery are a little bit cold still, but they're gonna be more beneficial at the end of the race, as it's still 3 or 4 laps to go. He's 7 tenths behind Timmy, as he has the DRS, so he's gonna have a little bit more speed on the straight, as he's taking these corners quite beautifully, taking all the curbs on the outside, on the inside, and that's leaving you much space to work with, as he will carry more speed in the corner. As you can see, wait, let's have a POV lap of his race. He is taking a beautiful line, and I think he's running with a simulated line on the ground. We cannot see that, but I do think he is, because he's following his line so beautifully. And he's gonna take the inner curb here, as it is quite dangerous to lose your car there. But if you don't lose your car, you're gonna have so much speed. as I think Timmy made a little mistake there. He didn't go really wide, and that means that he doesn't have much straight line speed here on the race and on the start finish straight. As we're gonna see a McLaren driver there, and that's gonna be the Greek driver, and he's not very lucky today, as he just left enough space for the drivers to pass. Of course, they are ghosted, but it's not gonna be very nice to drive in front of some drivers while you're ghosted. Mystery still is not feeling very comfortable here with his setup, and I think that's mainly because he doesn't have straight line speed, but he's not gonna be very fast coming out of the corners. He is P4 though, but that's just because he's keeping it consistent. But I mean, he's not able to get close to Timmy. He's 4 tenths behind, but he's not getting any closer, and especially on the straights he's losing some time. And as I said, that's mainly because of the setup, and I think that's the case here too, as we are seeing Timmy trying to get away from Mystery. It's not going to be enough, as we're losing quite a few overtakes. Maybe Reezy here on Hawk on the second straight of the race, as he's not really close enough. 6 tenths, so that isn't going to be an overtake. Mystery is 2 tenths behind Timmy. Is he going to try and make the move here on the main straight? I think he is, but he is too far away. He has the DRS. He's using much ERS, as it seems like Timmy doesn't have any ERS left. So what Mystery has to do, just save your ERS for that second straight. You will have the DRS. You will have many ERS because Timmy doesn't have any more. And you're going to make the move done. And you got to make a move on the inside of turn, what is it, turn 7? Turn 8, I think. Yeah, it is turn 8. Is he gonna have a great exit here coming out of turn 7? It does seem like it, but Timmy also has a great exit, and it isn't gonna be enough for Mystery, especially with that slow setup on the straight. And it's gonna be Mystery coming out on top here after sector 2, as they're getting quite close to Sami Laras, as I think he's having some troubles keeping his car on the track, because we haven't seen him that close in ages, as he's gonna try and say, yo guys, speed up a little bit, I'm slowing down for you so you can get to me, but you're still not able to catch me. So that's a little bit of a confident boost for Sami Laras than for the actual race, or he's just losing some pace, I'm not quite sure. Reezy seems to have a little battle with Hawk here. Let's have a look here with Mystery. He's quite close, and he's gonna have great exit coming out of this corner. He has to take a wide line, and it seems like he does. So he's gonna have ERS, DRS, and the start finish is quite far back, but it isn't gonna be enough, as he is 110 behind, and it's still one more lap. Is it still one more lap? I thought it was, oh, it's still one more lap. Okay, guys, so this is gonna be the last lap of the race, as it is lap 13 at the moment, with Mystery still in P4 and UFC still in P3, and it's gonna be the question, who's gonna come out on top to catch that podium position. P3, the one of the best spots in the race start, because let's have a look. You're starting from the right, and you can make a wide turn into turn 1. You're having a slipstream from that guy in front of you, so you're able to catch a lot of speed throughout the corner. Mystery was looking for the move, didn't really get it, as it seems like Timmy is really putting up some pressure for Sami Laras, as he has 8 tenths behind Sami Laras, and I'm not sure if that's just because Timmy is too fast, or if Sami Laras is a little bit slower than he was before this race. Maybe it's because of the setup. Or maybe it's because of his tires, you know. I don't know what tires he is on. He is on medium tires, and he's been already on them for 7 laps. So yeah, they're dying off quite quickly, as I think that 4-lap-old softs are dying off quickly too. But we're not seeing too much of that. Metaxakis has lost his car into sector 3, and it's gonna be Temp Shadow coming across the line in P1, Sami Laras in P2, Timmy in P3, and it's gonna be Mystery just out of the podium, as he is gonna finish in P4. AZ Dog in P5, and I'm not sure what the penalties are looking like. AZ Dog in P5, Roscoe in P6, but he's getting moved down to P7. Portal Farm is taking P6, as it is going to be Metaxakis in P8. Double Cream Cat in P9. Physical in P10. He was looking very strong, but I think that that pit stop at the end of the race wasn't really a great decision, as it is going to be Steve Penny in 11. Reezy in P12. He's made a move done on Hawk, who is going to have P13. Milton Matt, a very unlucky race, as he is going to come across the line in P14 probably. And Cheetos. Oh, we saw an overtake here from Hawk on Reezy, and I think that was mainly because of the DRS, but we missed that unfortunately, as it is going to be the Greek driver here already been lapped, so he is not going to have a chance for another lap, as it is going to be Built and Matt coming across the line at last place, and we're going to catch you later on for the actual race, as it is going to be another 50% race with tons of action. So we're going to talk a little bit more about the race and about the race circuit, of course. We saw a lot of overtakes into that sector 2 straight lines, well, straight, and we also saw some overtakes into turn 11, a few into turn 1, but it wasn't really remarkable. Then we have seen some moves into turn 4, I think it is turn 3 maybe, after that little chicane slash S section in sector 1. Yeah, it's really deserved that Sam Shadow has won the sprint race, because he was by far the fastest driver here, as we are seeing the podium real quick, as you're gonna get lined up to make a picture, as this is gonna be your results. And let's have a look who is down at the bottom. It's gonna be Ceros, Built and Matt, Reezy, and then we're gonna get all the way up to your race winner, Temp Shadow. Then we've got Sami Ladas in P2, and to finish off the podium, MUFC Timmy. So we're gonna get back in a few seconds, as there will be a little bit of a break between the sprint race and the actual race, as we're gonna get back to you after the break. See you in a few minutes. As it seems like everyone is readying up, so we're going away for the official race here, a 50% race around Paul Ricard. First ever Grand Prix held was in 1971. The total of laps will be 27 or 28 laps, around here somewhere. Can be mistaken, I'm not quite sure. My apologies for that. The circuit length is going to be a total of 5.8 kilometers with a race distance of 157 kilometers. The best quali record ever recorded here on Paul Ricard is a 128.3, and I don't think that's been beaten. But we're gonna focus on the lap record, which is a 132.7. Most Grand Prix ever won was by Michael Schumacher. He has won 8, and of course the country we are in currently is in France. I was gonna say the France country, but of course, France is a country by itself. Total inhabitants, a bit looking like the United Kingdom, 65 million. As the best overtaking opportunities were going to be in turn 1, turn 8, and turn 11, as we could have seen it already on the sprint race. And this is going to be the official race. So the sprint race was for a few points, not too much. The winner gets 8 points, I think. But it was definitely for that starting position here in the official race. So I think all the drivers are getting ready with their setups, so we can talk a little bit more about the strategy, as I made a little bit of a strategy chart like each week, and I got an explanation for the first one. So here's the thing: if there is 2 safety cars or 1, doesn't really matter, start on the soft tires, and when you think there's only gonna be, well, it doesn't really matter if you think there's gonna be 1 or 2. If there's gonna be a safety car at the beginning, go from soft to hards, and then when there's a second safety car, go to medium tires. You will be able to last till the end. You can also go for a medium hard strategy, as that will be the fastest when there is no safety car. You can also go for a soft hard strategy. Wouldn't suggest that too much because soft tires are quite interesting around this track, and the hard tires are definitely interesting too. You don't have much exit speed coming out of the corners with the hard tires because you have less traction, as it will be a reversed grid from P8 till P1, and that's very interesting to see because we got Mitaksaki starting at the front right now, and I don't think that's very fair because he's one of the faster drivers here, as he probably will get full points if he doesn't crash. He's got Roscoe right behind him, then in P3, Portal Farm, AZ Dog in P4, Mystery in P5, Timmy in P6, Sami Laras in P7, and it's gonna be Temp Shadow in P8, and then from P9 till P15 it's still gonna be the same like last time. So we're gonna get into the race right now, as I'm trying to get it up. It doesn't seem like it's working too much. There we go. So yeah, all these drivers are on different strategies, I reckon. Let's have a look at the tires. Everyone is starting on the hard tires, so they're thinking there's not going to be any safety car, and they're going to try to last them till the end. Build and Matt again with another strategy than everyone else. That's very interesting because we've never seen him do the same strategy as most of these guys. But yeah, I mean, he's down the bottom, he's got to try something else, and if he's right about that strategy, he might know something. And there's going to be a safety car. If he knows there's going to be a safety car, it's going to be golden, because he can go straight onto hard tires and on the hard tires, and especially when there is a safety car in the beginning of the race. Sami Laras, Metaxakis has gone a little bit too wide, and now he's 1 meter off the race start position. Roscoe has gone too far too. And let's have a look at Portal Farm, AZ Dog. If they're finishing correctly, they actually are, so they're gonna have a little bit of an advantage on these two. Also, Steve Penny and Hawk have not been very lucky. Reezy hasn't either, so that's gonna be good for Built and Matt, as it is gonna be 5 red lights to start the France Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go here for the France Grand Prix in the IRC Racing League. And it seems like the Aston Martin has a great start, but so does AZ Dog, as he's going to make the move on Portal Farm right now. Roscoe has made the move on on Metaxakis, and he has lost his car. Very unfortunate. There is a little bit of carnage in the first corner, as it seems like a couple of drivers have lost their car already. Built and Matt with a great start, as he is back in he was in P7, but he has lost his car, so he won't be too lucky this race, as he is back in P14. It's going to be Roscoe in P1, Portal Farm in P2, Mystery in P3, as he's going to set himself up for the move. Timmy is going to make the move on the inside, and are they going 3 wide? They actually are, as it seems to be going pretty good. Nobody has crashed out, so that's always great to see, as it is going to be Mystery taking P2 and Timmy taking P3, and Portal Farm lost 2 positions in 1 corner. Timmy made the move work on Mystery, because obviously Mystery doesn't have the straight line speed. And now Portal Farm is going to try and make the move on the inside, but it doesn't seem to work, as it is still going to be Mystery in P3, my apologies. Temp Shadow is already coming back from P8, back to P5, as he is having Samilaras right behind him. And it's going to be the Aston Martin right in front of him. And let's have a look who is going to come out on top from these 3, as we're seeing a Aston Martin going way too wide, and I think that was not really the case. He has come into the pits. He got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and I don't think that was really his idea to go into the pits. I think he lost a little bit of traction, and then he went into the pits. So he's gone onto medium tires, as we're seeing some interesting things happening here. We saw a front wing coming off, and I think that's Temp Shadow's front wing, as we're not seeing any right well, the right front wing is a little bit broken there. He's got the Red Bull pushing, and it is physical. So let's have a look and see who is going to come out on top. Is it going to be Mystery? Is it going to be Temp Shadow? Because Samilaras has made the move work on Mystery, and it's gonna be Temp Shadow making the move on Mystery, and Physical made the move on Mystery too. Temps hasn't really made it work, but now we can speak about your teammate as your biggest rival, because look at Temp Shadow and Double Cream Cat now driving right behind each other. Timmy has not been very lucky. He lost a few positions, and I'm not sure what happened. I think that was with that incident with Temp Shadow, and he's back at P9, and that's not really great to see. Hawk and Metaxakis are having a battle right now, and Metaxakis has made the move done, so he's back in P7. And let's get back here to Mystery, Physical, Temp Shadow, and Double Cream Cat. And I'm not sure if Temp Shadow is going to come into the pits. Let's have a look if he is actually. Portal Farm with the 3-second penalty, and it doesn't seem like Temp Shadow is coming into the pits, so he's going to stay right behind Mystery, as it doesn't seem like he has too much problems. He's got his teammate right behind him, and maybe he has given a little bit of information to Double Cream Cat to hold the driver behind him back, and it doesn't seem to work, because Metaxakis is back in P6, as he has made the move done on Double Cream Cat into the first corner. That's always a very interesting corner to make the move done. Portal Farm made the move on the McLaren driver right now, and it doesn't seem to be the race of the Greek driver, as he's going to try and make the move on the inside, but it's not going to be enough, as Built and Matt has made a few positions back up. And UFC Timmy is making the move on Hawk, as Hawk lost his car there into the second sector, as it seems like Metaxakis is going to be very close to Temp Shadow. He is not going to have enough time to make the move done, as it seems like Temp Shadow is really keeping up with his broken front wing there. He's keeping one of the fastest drivers right behind him, and he only has 3% battery left. So, I mean, he's really pushing it till the limit, and he's not been able to pass Temp Shadow yet, as he still has 65% of battery. So that's a little bit of an advantage for the Haas driver, as Mystery right now in P4, right behind Physical. And is he gonna make the move? He has the DRS on the start-finish straight. And Samilaras has gone a little bit back, and Roscoe has created a big gap between himself and the back runners. And it's going to be Temp Shadow making the move here on Samilaras, but that's because he came into the pits, so obviously he's not making any moves. And it's just a very interesting strategy, going into the pits already from hard tires. And I'm not sure what his thought is behind that, but I think he's going on to medium tires. You're not really able to finish the race on medium tires though, but not sure what his thought is behind that, as he's gonna lose quite a few positions already because of that strategy. Portal Farm has just put in the fastest lap with a 136.1, and now Mystery is 4 tenths behind Physical, but we saw Mystery struggling already with his main straight, with his straight line speed, and I don't think he's gonna make any moves on the long straight here, as it is going to be Double Cream Cat trying to make the move on MUFC Timmy. It's not going to be enough. So you want to have a look at AZ Dog here in Sector 2, as he is going to have DRS here on Built and Matt. 5 tenths. It doesn't seem like he has DRS, so that's quite interesting. Not sure. Oh yeah, we're already in the second straight, of course. But yeah, Built and Matt showing some great pace. He's already gained, I think it's 5 positions. He was all the way in P8 or P7 at the beginning of the race. He's lost his car, and then he went back to P14, and in 3 laps he already came back to P9. So yeah, that medium strategy has really done him well. So we're gonna get a look here at Mystery, as he's gonna have DRS on Physical, and he made the move done. So let's have a look if we can see Physical right behind him, and he's keeping up with Mystery even though Mystery has the DRS. And that's really dangerous driving from those two, as we are seeing Physical making the move here. Is this gonna be enough? It's maybe gonna be 3 wide, as Metaxakis is gonna try and make the move on Physical. It's not gonna be enough, and so your top 3 is gonna be Roscoe, Samilaras, and to finish top the P3 is Mystery, and maybe Physical is going to come back because he has the DRS, he has the straight line speed, he has the ERS. He doesn't have any ERS left, so because he has 0%, and it's going to be Mystery with 33%. And is he going to make the move? He isn't actually, because Mystery is defending the inside, and maybe Metaxakis is going to make a move on Physical. I don't think it's going to be enough. Metaxakis already drained all of his battery in the first few laps, and now he has almost 0, but so does Physical, and Mystery is the only one who is a little smart. I think Roscoe is already also very smart, 52%, and that's plenty enough to defend on Samilaras if he is coming any closer, and it seems like he has caught up 6 or 7 tenths to Roscoe within 2 laps. So he's showing some great pace at the moment, but so is Roscoe. And Roscoe has not been very impressive the last few races. We saw him struggle in Austria, we saw him struggle in Silverstone, and he's currently quite a bit back at the standings. He's finding himself in, I'm not sure, the positions are not there, but he has only 14 points. P1 has 168 points, so yeah, he's quite a bit back, as it's gonna be Portal Farm making the move on his teammate there, as he's coming into the pits. I think Reezy, not sure what's happening here. He teleported back on track, so I think he reset to track. We're gonna have a look at Metaxakis right now. Time Shadow just put in the fastest lap, as he is in P14 with fresh medium tires. As it seems like quite a few drivers are struggling on these hard tires, especially Metaxakis right now. He's trying to make the move on Mystery, but he can't really make the move done, and it's very remarkable here on France that you're not able to make the move within a lap or 2, and he's been really struggling. He had Physical in front of him. Right now he's got Physical right behind him with already a gap of 1.2 seconds, but he's not really making up on Mystery, especially Mystery with a slow straight line speed setup. And Metaxakis is really not able to make the move here. Maybe on the inside, Mystery, he's gonna defend on the outside because he wants that DRS on the main straight in Sector 2. but it doesn't look like he's keeping up with Metaxakis right now. So Metaxakis has found a little turbo in his car to put on, and then he is gonna fly away, of course, drive away, because he is in a race car, not in a fly ship or an airplane, whatever flies, you know. Mystery does have the DRS. He is 6 tenths behind Metaxakis. It's, I mean, Schiaffo Samilaras is having a move on Roscoe right now. I didn't really notice that. But right now, he's having a battle with him as he was trying to make the move down the inside or the outside into turn 7, 6 maybe. Not sure what turn it is. But yeah, this is for championship points right now, because he is first in the championship. Timmy is far away. He is in P6, and Dem Shadow is struggling with his strategy, because he is all the way down in P13. And right now it's Sami Laras 5 tenths behind Roscoe, and we need to keep an eye on them, as it's going to be MUFC Timmy behind Physico, and Physico has the penalty. So what is going to be the best solution for Timmy? Is it going to be behind Physical till they reach Mystery, or is it going to be overtaking him and just overtaking Mystery himself? Because Physical has 3 seconds of penalties, and if Timmy is just gonna stay behind Physical as they're having a battle right now, he made the move on the straight. But we want to have a look at Sami Laras here, because I got a little complaint that I wasn't really looking at any moves, as I missed Physical's and Timmy's move there too. But we want to make sure that Sami Laras' move is getting recorded, as it seems like Metaxakis and Mystery are getting quite close. 1.5 seconds, as it is going to be a 4-way battle for P1 with Roscoe, Sami Laras, Metaxakis and Mystery. As it seems like Sami Laras has the DRS, he is not too close. He didn't have a great exit coming out of that corner before the long straight. Let's have a look here, Physical, as he is right behind MUFC Timmy, 3 tenths difference, as they're already 7 lap old hearts they're driving on. And it's going to be the question, who's going to come in for another set of tires? Are the drivers going to stay on these hard tires to switch onto soft or medium tires when there's a safety car, or are they going to use their usual strategy? Siros with a 5-second penalty, speeding in the pit lane, so that's very unfortunate to see. But this is more interesting, of course. Sami Laras making the move on Roscoe. He has the DRS, he has good exit coming out of that corner, and he is only 7 tenths behind. It's not going to be enough for such a short straight. I mean, it's not really short, but you carry 2 less speed coming out of that corner to make the overtake work. So yeah, he's just going to sit it out till the second straight, where he has the DRS too. Bilton Matt is having a battle with Physical right now. He made the move on the inside, so that's great to see. Medium tires are still running, as he is going to make... Ooh, Physical made the move on the inside there, as that was a beautiful move from Physical, the Red Bull driver. But Sami Laras right now is going to the main straight, as he has DRS, he has the ERS, and he's probably gonna make the move work. He's 4 tenths behind Roscoe. Although Roscoe has some straight line speed though, he's not gonna be able to get there, as he has to back out of this move once again. We're gonna get back to AZ Dog, as he's finding himself right behind Bilton Matt, but it seems like Physical has made the position back, as we spoke about that already in Sector 1, where he made the dive bomb quite beautifully. Yeah, these drivers at the back, Rizzi and Rifsitos, are not very lucky. They're 46 seconds behind their main competitor, Temp Shadow. But yeah, I mean, is it really is it really logical to call them a main competitor? I don't think it is. Bilton Matt 3 tenths behind Physical, and he might be able to make the move on the start-finish straight. He is already gonna make the move here in Sector 3, gonna try and make a switchback work. Is it gonna be enough? It isn't gonna be enough, but he has the DRS here on the main straight, and does Physical have the DRS? He doesn't actually, so Bilton Matt is going for the overtake right now. Is he going for the outside? He is actually going for the outside, as that is a very strategical decision. He already made the move done before the corner was there, so Physical is back in P7, and Bilton Matt is getting positions after positions, and now his biggest aim is to go for MUFC Timmy and make the move as simple as possible. Metaxakis is gonna try and make the move on Roscoe. He already did, and I think Roscoe is having some problems on his hard tires because he was really losing some what is it, traction coming out of that corner, and he does have the DRS though, and mainly because Metaxakis doesn't have any DRS, so he cannot try to get away from Roscoe, who still has 50% left on his battery percentage. Physical 3 tenths behind Built and Matt, but I think Built and Matt is gonna get away from these few drivers as they're getting into sector 3, and especially those medium tires are really beneficial in sector 3. We want to have a look how many tenths he's gaining here in sector 3 and really look if it's better to go for medium tires after the hard stint, or if it's going to be better to go for soft tires, because if you gain too much speed onto medium tires, it's better to go for medium tires than go for soft tires after your hard stint, which is quite logical. He made up 8 tenths, and it seems like Hawk has crashed out in sector 3, and that's very unfortunate as there are some big gaps at the front, so we will not look at that, but we will definitely look at AZ Dog as he is having the Red Bull driver right behind him. He has made the move done, so that's great to see. AZ Dog back in P7, and now he's gonna try and aim. What is the Red Bull driver doing there? What was the Red Bull driver doing? I think he lost a little bit of traction and he spun. So, wait, what is happening? Huh. That was quite interesting. That was very interesting. Well, I mean, not too much to talk about. We're gonna have a look at who is coming into the pits. I think it might be Built and Matt, who is already 10 laps on his medium tires, and it would be the perfect strategy for Built and Matt, who is planned it out to go into the pits after around lap 10 to go onto hard tires. And let's have a look if he's coming in. Everyone is coming in, so that's great strategically decision from everyone, as Built and Matt is also coming in, and I think everyone is coming in. UFC Timmy 2, Built and Matt 2, AZ Dog is coming in, Double Cream Cat is coming in, and I think Metaxakis has jumped Samilaras out of the pits. He actually hasn't, because Metaxakis still has to come into the pits. Double Cream Cat, he is back in P1 as he is staying out on his hard tires, and that's an interesting decision, but I mean, it could pay off, you know. Built and Matt is going on to hard tires, as that is the great decision. Steve Penny in P9, Portal Farm in P10, as we're gonna have a little safety car break because we won't see any overtakings happening, and we will be back with you in a few minutes as the safety car is still out. Hello guys, and welcome back to season 12, round 12 of the France Grand Prix here in the IRC Racing League. We're currently in a safety car situation as the drivers are still right behind the safety car and we're waiting on the Aston Martin driver Risi, but I think they all catched up and I'm not sure where the Greek driver is. I think he's in the middle of the pack, been lapped already. But yeah, we got a few drivers who had a few incidents. We're having Double Cream Cat in P1 who hasn't made a pit stop yet. As that is a very interesting strategy because he is hoping for another safety car later during the race. And it's gonna be the biggest winner of today, Build and Matt, who has made the pit stop work in, well, around lap 12 or 11 onto hard tires. So all the other drivers are on medium tires, he is on hard tires, and he's gonna last till the end of the race. And I think the medium tires are gonna die off quite quickly, maybe after lap 10 or 11. And then Built and Matt is gonna have a little bit of an advantage, especially here with the safety car situation, as he's gonna get his tires as warm as he can. But of course, hard tires are quite easy to deal with. Nothing too serious. You know, it's hard to warm them up, but as soon as they're warmed, you're able to keep your car on track so easily. It's just the key thing about hard tires. If you keep them warm enough, they can last very long, and it's always great to see. So Steve Penny with another 3-second penalty, as it is going to be Double Cream Cat trying to set himself up for the safety car restart right now, as the safety car is coming into the pits. So everyone is going to line up to have the restart, and is this going to be Double Cream Cat in P1, Sami Ladas in P2, and Metaxakis in P3. Hello, welcome to the stream, Shuki. So Double Cream Cat right now, he doesn't seem to have a great release, but so doesn't Sami Ladas, and he's 7 tenths off already. Metaxakis in P3, 5 tenths off. Roscoe in P4, 4 tenths off. And I think it's going to be Mystery trying to make the move on Roscoe. He shoved it down the inside, but it didn't really make it work, as he is having great traction coming out of that corner. And he made the move down on Roscoe. Timmy is going to try and benefit out of that, as they're going side by side into turn 4. Who is going to come out on top? It is Roscoe. And MUFC Timmy is going to try and make the move on Mystery. Mystery is still sticking it down the inside. And is he going to have... Ooh, Roscoe has gone a little wide, and that cost a little bump to Mystery. MUFC Timmy is the biggest winner of that incident. And now AC Dog is going to try and make the move on the inside. Who's going to come out on top? It is going to be MUFC Timmy. And I think Roscoe has gone a little bit too deep, as he's going to let all the drivers past again. AZ Dog has made the move work on Mystery, but Mystery is going to try and get back to him into turn 11. Is it going to be enough? Don't think it is, as this will be your P3 and P4 at the moment. GFO Sami Ladas is having some issues with Double Cream Cat because he is staying on track, and I think Double Cream Cat is on controller because he's a little stiff with his steering wheel. And we are seeing Sami Ladas at P1 right now. Metaxakis is going to try and make the move for Double Cream Cat. He has gone a little bit wide, and who is going to come out on top? It is going to be Metaxakis, as he will have better traction coming out of that corner. MUFC Timmy is going to make the move here on Double Cream Cat. He is going to make it work. AZ Dog is having some troubles with Mystery right behind him. And who is going to come out on top? It is going to be AZ Dog. So yeah, Double Cream Cat has lost 3 positions in 1 lap. He's possibly going to lose 4, as AZ Dog is going to make a move around the outside here. Who is going to brake later? It is going to be Double Cream Cat, as he is having some troubles with his hard tires, as AZ Dog just made the move work. Ooh, and that might have been a little bit of wing damage for Mystery, as he bumped in the tail of Double Cream Cat. And I think a lot of drivers are having troubles with their penalties, and we're going to have a look. Is Mystery going to make a move down the inside? He doesn't have DRS yet, as that will happen the next lap. Mystery is quite close to Metaxakis right now. And it's not going to be enough. Metaxakis is quite close to Tsamilaras too, but you need more than, well, less than 5 tenths to be able to make the move here. Mystery is making the move on Double Cream Cat. Who's going to come out on top? It's just who's breaking later into the corner, and that seems to be Mystery. So he's back in P5 with AZ Dog right in front of him, and then we've got MUFC Timmy in P3, 6 tenths behind Metaxakis, and we're seeing some issues here between Roscoe and the Haas driver, as the Haas driver is really slow at the moment. Roscoe lost traction there, losing a position to Bilton Matt, who is on 4-lap old hard tires, and that's a great strategy from the British driver, as is still having Roscoe right behind him. He's lost a little bit of traction, but he's coming back at it again, because he's very furious that he's lost that position because of that traction problem. DRS is enabled this lap, so we will see some great overtakings happening at the long straight, the DRS straight, as the first overtake will happen between Tsamilaras and Metaxakis. I think both Greek drivers, and I think they're really well known with each other, and I think we saw a little bit of overtaking positions giving at I think it was Silverstone in the first Silverstone race. As if you've not seen that yet, make sure to have a look at that one, because that was an absolutely beautiful race. Bilton Matt right now right behind Double Cream Cat, and it seems like he has made the move done, and he's gonna come out on top here after turn 7, turn 8, I'm not sure. Let's get the track information up real quick for myself. It is gonna be turn 8. So Bilton Matt, yeah, back in P6, as he is having the moment of his life, starting from P14, and he is right now in P6 with a great strategy. Portal Farm is having some issues with Hawk, as I think he made the move work, and Hawk must be furious after that overtake. Let's get back here. Roscoe is making the move on Double Cream Cat, and yeah, I don't think Double Cream Cat has made a great decision staying on these hard tires, because all the other drivers are... Thank you, Shuki. As all the other drivers have come into the pits for new tires, and right now it is Double Cream Cat, the only driver who stayed on 16-lap old hards, and he's really dropping down positions quite fast. AZ Dog 5 tenths behind Mystery, and he's gonna get quite close though. There's a yellow flag in sector 3, as that is gonna be the Greek driver. And yeah, AZ Dog right now quite close to Mystery, and it's just the main key here on these medium tires. Who's gonna save his tires the most, because obviously medium tires are not really suitable for lasting till the end of the race, but if you're able to save them and make sure that the degradation isn't that hard, you're able to gain a lot of positions at the end of the race, thanks to those tires who aren't really fed up with yet. So Roscoe right now 3-second penalty, as it is going to be Mystery right behind MUFC Timmy. Go Tsamilaras, says Shuki in the chat, and Tsamilaras is having some troubles with his Greek colleague right behind him, Metaxakis, but I don't expect many overtakings yet, because these two know each other quite a long time already, and it seems like we're having some fans in the chat for Tsamilaras, as it would be less fun for the championship if Tsamilaras won. As I'm gonna get a little bit more information about the standings here. Tsamilaras is in P1, MUFC Timmy in P2, and Thames in P3. So let's get back to the race here, as it seems like Thames Shadow is in P8, Roscoe in P7, and they're quite close to each other, so we might see an overtake happening there. Maybe Mystery and MUFC Timmy, as it is quite rare to have an overtake here in Sector 1. I mean, in this corner section, you know, not in Sector 1, because you can make a move on the start-finish straight, because you have a lot of DRS. Temp Shadow is getting close to Roscoe, 4 tenths, but it is going to be Mystery with the DRS. He's quite close to Timmy. It's not going to be enough for this straight. He does have the DRS. It's not going to be enough. So let's have a look at the front here. Metaxakis still having troubles overtaking Tsamilaras, and AZ Dog has fallen a bit back, as Mystery 4 tenths. It is quite close between him and the British driver, as he's taking quite a bit of curb coming out of the exit there. And there's the yellow flag in sector 2, and that is gonna be the Aston Martin driver. Quite a bit of space between himself and Mystery. It was a little bit dangerous there because he's all already gone into the back of the Haas driver, and he's already gone, well, he almost came back into the back of the Alfa Romeo driver. He's having DRS here. He didn't have a great exit coming out of that corner, and it seems like Timmy has more straight line speed than Mystery, even though Mystery has the DRS. It doesn't seem like Mystery is gonna make the move work. So there is a yellow flag here in sector 1, and I think that was Double Cream Cat losing his car as he lost the position to Portal Farm, but he's gonna try and get back to it. It's not gonna be enough. He's really cutting that track, and I'm not sure if that caused him to get a warning, but he surely doesn't have a penalty yet, so I think he's quite close to getting a penalty though. 19 lap old hards, and it's quite difficult to keep your car on track with such old tires, and I think he's hoping for another safety car, but that wouldn't really be very ideal, as Hog is coming into the pits right now for other tires to hope and get a faster lap, as there is only one DNF yet in this race, Physico, who has caused an incident on purpose. And I don't think that was great sportsmanship, because that meant that everyone came into the pits, and I mean, it's not really worth it strategically. I will answer your question in a few seconds, Shuki, but we're first gonna see an overtake happening between Mystery and MUFC Timmy right now on the main straight. Maybe let's have a look. DRS open for Mystery, as MUFC Timmy still has better exit, but he's way closer right now. MUFC Timmy doesn't have any ERS. As we're speaking, Double Cream Cat is making the move here on Portal Farm. Let's have a look. Here are some overtakings happening, but that's because Double Cream Cat was going into the pits. So Mystery right now right behind MUFC Timmy. He's gone a little bit too wide, and that means he doesn't have a great exit coming out of this corner. Let's have a look at the second straight, where he will have DRS2. He's gone very close to the curb there, losing his car a little bit, and he's too far back to make the move work. He's 3 tenths off. He has the DRS, he has the ERS, but it's not going to be enough to make the move here on the almighty Timmy. This is a race in France, actually, Le Castellet. And yeah, it's a beautiful track, Paul Ricard circuit it's called, and absolutely amazing to see the racing around here, because we've seen a lot of overtakes but not too many incidents, and that's always the guilty pleasure of a commentator, to not see many crashes. And apparently there are some fans in the chat who have switched from Sami Ladas to Metaxakis, as I think they don't really want Sami Ladas to win, to keep it interesting for the Drivers' Championship. And let's have a look here. Mystery 7 tenths, and they got AZ Dog coming a little bit closer, so it's going to be a 3-way battle between these 3 drivers to get P3, the podium. Once again, Timmy fighting for that podium position, as he got P3 or P2 last race in Austria too. As I don't think that Metaxakis will make a move on Sami Ladas, as they're having a little bit of team play, a little bit of nationality play. Mystery right now 5 tenths behind Timmy, and it seems like Mystery is really struggling with overtaking people. We saw this in the sprint race too, where he wasn't really able to overtake the driver right in front of him. And it seems like he is having the same problem here. I think he had problems overtaking Physico, because Physico had so much straight line speed on the long straights, and it seems like Timmy really has that same straight line speed, or it's just Mystery who is having troubles with finding speed, with getting traction out of the corners. I think he's running no traction, and that might be a big mistake here in France, as he will have to carry a lot of speed coming out of the corners, and that will gain you a bit of speed on the main straight. And let's have a look as someone else is quite close. It doesn't seem like it. Roscoe is quite close to double cream cat, as all those drivers at the back have pitted onto soft tires. And Bilton Matt is in P6 right now, as he's probably gonna have a few tenths to gain to get into that DRS train here from P3 to P5. But I do think he's gonna be able to do that, because all these medium tire runners, their tires are gonna be a little bit degrading, as it seems like Bilton Matt has gone for this medium hard strategy, and that's a great decision, because that means his hard tires will be better at the end of the race, and we can definitely see that, as he got more than 5 tenths in the third sector, and that's really a sector where you can see if your tires are dying off or not, because that's really a sector where you need a lot of tire grip to be able to get speed through the corners. So yeah, right now a little bit of DRS section. If the drivers are gonna get some great traction coming out of this corner, and it seems like everyone does except for Bilton Matt, because he lost a little bit of tenths there coming out of that corner. And AZ Dog is 3 tenths behind Mystery. Mystery is 5 tenths behind Timmy. And AZ Dog is gonna try and make a move on the inside. It's not gonna be enough. Let's have a look at Bilton Matt's 4 tenths, 5 tenths right now, and he's having a great battle here with AZ Dog. He's coming a little bit closer. He's looking for that move, but it's not gonna be enough, as he's still in P8. And all the drivers are going flat out here through this corner. I think no, not really. They're just up and down with the braking pedal, and then just try to get as much speed throughout the corner as possible, as it seems like Mystery is quite close to Timmy right now. He's gonna try and make the move on the inside. It's not gonna be enough. He's going a little bit wide coming out of that corner, as AZ Dog was looking for a move there. And let's have a look if Mystery is a little bit closer to MUFC Timmy right now. The DRS is open. Bilton Matt has the DRS open too, and he's gonna make the move here on AZ Dog, as it seems like AZ Dog has gone past well, Bilton Matt has gone past AZ Dog quite easily, and I think that has been a little bit of a strategical play by the AlphaTauri driver, because I mean, Bilton Matt is very fast, and if he's able to keep up Mystery and MUFC Timmy, if he's getting past them, AZ Dog might be benefiting out of that. So let's have a look. Bilton Matt 7 tenths, 6 tenths, 5 tenths right now behind Mystery, and Mystery is really struggling, as I said already. The Ferrari driver hasn't really chosen the best option he could get, as I think the best option was straight line speed, and he has chosen for corner speed, so that's not really something to look out for here in France. But he's keeping up with the top, you know. He's in P3 right now, no, in P4 right now, and he's keeping up with drivers like Timmy and Bilton Matt, and I think that's a great accomplishment, as we saw him doing some great stuff in Australia at the beginning of the season, and also in Monaco, if I remember well, where there was a track where he got on the podium, and I think that was one of his best accomplishments, as he is making the move here on the inside of MUFC Timmy. Is it gonna be enough? He has the DRS, and he's gonna be in front of MUFC Timmy. I think he, ooh, and it's the straight line speed, guys. He is as quick as Timmy, even without even with DRS, he isn't faster than Timmy. So yeah, that hasn't been a great decision by Mystery, and I think he has to keep it right behind Timmy for 2 more laps, and then just make the move at the end of the last lap, because that will be his best decision, in my opinion, his strategy to go for with this setup. And there is AZ Dog has come for the battle. Temp Shadow too, so he's getting quite close. 16 lap old hards, and those are quite hard to handle, but not as hard as 13 lap old mediums. Mystery, it seems like you got a fan in the chat. He is struggling out here, you know, with the setup, but I think he's able to get one more position to get onto that podium, because from P5 till P10 they're all having penalties, and it's depending on what kind of penalties they're having. Of course, Bilton Matt with a 3-second penalty, and AZ Dog has 11 seconds, so he's gonna drop down a few positions. Temp Shadow has 3 seconds. We don't want to see too many penalties at these last few laps, and it seems like AZ Dog is going to try and stick it down the inside. It's not going to happen, as Mystery is 2 tenths behind Timmy, and he's going to go for a wide line into this corner. He's going to drop it down the inside, and he has made the move done, so he's having the DRS too. So Timmy is not going to come back, I think, because Mystery has the DRS. He is actually going to come back. Let's have a look. Sticking it down the inside. He's not going to make the dive bomb. He is sort of tapping in on the back of his car as he's lost the position. Back again, Mystery driving a little bit safe, just trying to not get any penalties. Built a Mat is going to stick it down the inside. He's going to cut the corner a little bit, which will definitely give him a warning, as it seems like Mystery is really struggling out here. AZ Dog is right behind Built a Mat, but I don't think he's gonna make the move, because Built a Mat has only 3 seconds of penalties. And my apologies for that loud sound in the background, but that was someone racing through my street, as we got a couple of racers actually in my city, and they're just racing with their cars. So Roscoe with another 3 seconds of penalty, so that's not great to see, because he will definitely not get that position from Steve Penny, and he will lose a position to Double Cream Cat. Mystery has fallen back 1 second, so that's not great to see, because he will not have the DRS, and I don't think there will be happening any overtakes between these two. I think that has been a little team play from each other, just making sure that Sami Laras is making up that those positions in the driver standings, because he's 8 points in front of Timmy. Oh, and we're gonna see an overtake from Metaxakis at the last lap down the inside of Sami Laras, and that's a great overtake by the Williams driver. And it seems like they're not having any team orders. I mean, team orders, they're not in the same team, but they do know each other very well. And Metaxakis has made the move done on Sami Laras, and that's great to see, of course, as Sami Laras doesn't really have the straight line speed. In my opinion, Metaxakis does have a little bit more straight line speed, as he does have the DRS. And is he going to make the move here on the inside? He actually is. Is it going to be enough? Let's have a look. He made the move done. Is he going wide? Metaxakis, can he come back? It doesn't seem like it. So Sami Laras has made the move done. And now the question is going to be, who has the best setup for the Sector 3? Metaxakis is going to come back. Is it going to be enough? He's going to stick it down the inside. He is actually not going to stick it down the inside. He's just going to keep it right behind him. And now it's still Sami Laras at the front, as this will be probably your finishing two in P1 and P2. And now it's going to be the question. Mystery is coming quite close to Timmy, and now we're having 2 battles at 1, and we want to see who's going to come out on top out of these 2. These 3, maybe Built a Mat is going to try and stick it down the inside. He is going to try it though, but it's going to be a little risky, as we are going to see an overtake here from Metaxaki. It's not going to be enough. So those 2 are getting finished, as it is going to be Mystery sticking it down the inside, and this is very exciting. DRS, ERS, we want to see POV, and it is going to be Timmy coming out in P3, as that was very exciting from those 2. Temp Shadows jumping up 1 position because AZ Dog had that penalty, and it is going to be Sami Laras, your race winner here in France. Metaxakis P2, and to finish off the podium, MUFC Timmy. Mystery in P4, Built a Mat in P5. Temp Shadow, who is getting quite close to these top 5 drivers, in P6. He made a little bit of a mistake with his strategy, but that's not a problem. AZ Dog in P7, thanks to his penalties. Steve Penny in P8. Portalfall in P9. Double Cream Cat has gotten the position thanks to the penalties of Roscoe. Roscoe in P11. Reezy in P12. He hasn't finished yet, but he's coming across the line in a few seconds. Hawk is right behind Reezy, so it's going to be the question. No, it's not going to be a question, because he's quite a bit back, as Siros has been overtaken already, so he has finished already. And yeah, Hawk 13th. He's not been very lucky the last few races. And yeah, Metaxaki is 1.9 tenths behind Sami Laras. And I'm gonna say this, you know, we're gonna see the standings in a few seconds, and I'm gonna try and get the guys to come into the commentary box, but I'm not sure if they really want to. So I'm just gonna set this one in spectator mode to see the podium. I'm gonna put it onto interview, just so we can have a look at a little screen before I ask the drivers. And then we might be back with a interview, and otherwise there won't be an interview, and I will make the outro. So we're seeing the the podium right now, as I'm gonna skip still the standings right now. I mean the race results, because that's really needed for the management of this league, as we're gonna go up and down a little bit. And I'm gonna get the preparing the interview right now, and we will be back in a few minutes, so stick around, guys. All right, welcome. So we are in the interview section right now with our second place of this race, Metaxakis. Tell us about your race, buddy. How did the sprint go? Your qualifying didn't go as well as we thought it would go, but yes, walk us through that.
I didn't expect that I have a good race today because I had a problem with my account, PSN account, and I have to delete everything and after to make it again, all the settings, everything. So my qualify it wasn't so good, and sprint race also. I am not happy with that. That last lap from the sprint race, I spin around, so I wasn't happy from quali and sprint. So I was looking to take to earn more points at the race. I start good, but I have an accident in the first lap, in the first corner. So I go almost at the end. From this stage and after, I start to took my pace to make pace and to go up. I was behind Sami at the last laps. I had the problem because my tires, it was too hot, my temperatures.
Yes.
So I had some, yeah, I feel the car, it was a little slippery. So for this reason, I didn't push Sami, I
Okay.
didn't push because from the sprint, I had the bad experience with the spin around. So,
Yes.
so
We saw that a couple of times, but you were very lucky after that sprint race that you started at the front of the pack in the actual race because I think you finished in P8 with the sprint, so that means you get 1 point. But that also means that with the switched format, you get all the way to the front at the actual race. So that was a little bit lucky from my perspective of you. But yeah, congratulations on P2. And then we're gonna get
thank you,
straight into
thank
the
you.
race winner, Sami Laras right now. Congratulations, buddy. Walk us through through the race. You had a very smooth race. Yeah, walk us through because I saw you had a little battle with Metaxakis at the end of the race, and it was very close at the finish line, but you managed to pull it off. Tell us about it.
Yes, my main goal it was to finish in front of Timmy because Timmy is now behind me in the standings, so he was my main rival. Since this happened in the sprint race, I said, okay, let's make no mistakes in the main race and let's try to finish ahead of Timmy. As soon as I saw him that he spun, I pushed and I pushed and I pushed, but I ran out of ERS and then I was trying to recharge. But the setup that I had was not that good. It was very good in the corners, but when I was in the straights, I was lacking top speed. So I had Metaxakis behind me with ERS and DRS. I was pushing all the ERS on the straights and trying to recharge at the corner. So it was a very difficult situation. But uh, I was pretty sure that Metaxakis will overtake me. But now that I've heard he had problems with his tire temperatures, I almost had the same at the last 2 laps. So yeah, that explains why he tried to overtake me only once or twice. Apart from that, it was a solid race for me. Also the sprint and the main race. So happy for my win. It's the first time I'm winning in France. I have won in almost every other circuit, but I was missing France. So it's a great joy for me tonight. And I would like also to congratulate all the boys who raced tonight. Timmy, who was on the podium, gained that third position on the last corner, and Thames for winning the sprint race, and all the other guys that had a good performance. So thank you and congratulations to all.
Okay, thank you very much. So that's gonna be your interview of today. Sami Lara is getting a lot of points on the board here for the Drivers' Championship, and I think they already also got some great points for the championship, the Constructors' Championship, as we need to take a quick look at that. We also cannot forget the what's it called? The Niki Lauda Championship, but none of the drivers didn't really score great points today. So let's have a look at the constructors. So it seems like they're up by 105 points. No, 111 points. So I think they even made a bigger gap today. Alfa Romeo is second and Haas is third. And I think Alfa Romeo scored once again some great points for the team, as it was Timmy in third place, but he couldn't be here. Very unfortunate with the interview. So that's going to be your France Grand Prix of the IRC Racing League. As I thank you very much for watching. If you want to watch any other video or any other race by this league, make sure to check out my YouTube channel, VB Thomas SS, as those videos will all be posted there. And I thank you very much for watching. This was VB Thomas for Season 12, Round 12 of the IRC Racing League. Peace out.